तो देखते देखते खाने में क्या है को 2 साल हो गए और 2 सालों से मुझे एक ही क्वेश्चन हमेशा आता है कि साइरस कहाँ है, साइरस कहाँ है, साइरस कहाँ है। तो मैंने सोचा कि इस एपिसोड पर साइरस को बुलाते हैं हम, यानी साइरस और मैं, साइरस ब्रोचा और मैं, हमारे पुराने अड्डों पर जाने वाले हैं जहाँ हम जब जवान थे, जहाँ जाते थे। तो चलो मिलते हैं साइरस से और पूछते हैं कि खाने में क्या है। So, Cyrus Grand Center after several years.
Grand Center. Everybody knows me. I'm world famous in Grand Center. Come, beta, come. Don't worry, don't worry. You all can't come. Underage. Stay out. You can't come inside. Our drinking has been a little romantic over the years, drinking and eating.
Yes.
We're at Grand Center. Our, what should we call it? For cricketers, it's like Lord's Cricket Ground. We've come back home to the prestigious.
But there is a huge difference between what it used to be, what our table used to look like, and what it looks like right now. What is the difference?
एक और बात है कि हम होश में नहीं थे तब. I don't know if we could even recall what was on the table or not on the table.
What we did in Grand Center was more just you and me getting quick drinks to start the evening off. And of course, this is all in the 90s we're talking about,
Right.
when Cyrus was young.
Yeah.
And
Fair enough, Kunal. It's a question of maths. When you were middle aged, I was young. बहुत साल पहले हाँ.
And over here we used to come in large groups.
Theatre groups.
Theatre groups. When we finished a rehearsal, a whole bunch of people came and ate over here and drank over here.
And I remember we used to get paid 100 rupees per show, which is what you should pay for the food show also, I'll tell you frankly. But 100
75.
bucks.
I got 75.
75 bucks. And in that we used to eat, huh? We
And
eat
drink.
And drink, but drink moderately.
And smoke.
That smoking is injurious to health. Please don't try that at home.
And
please.
take taxis.
That's even worse. If you have to smoke, then don't take the taxis. Very dangerous.
So you're right. The 75 rupees, 100 rupees went a long way.
I'm gonna have some of the masala papad because I miss that. I haven't had that for a long time.
If we can do the sort of food thing, just describe what is on the table for what is
Chutney, apni?
Yeah, chutney. Yeah. So masala papad is a staple standard.
Yeah.
Any drinking table, any table where there is alcohol.
But they make it
starters.
superbly at Grand Center.
Yeah, they're always the best.
It's a simple dish, but everybody doesn't make it as well.
Yeah.
The right amount of mirchi and
I want
everything
to
else.
also talk about these wafers. What we call
chips.
potato chips, what the British call crisps, and we call wafers over here. They're so good, these wafers, that I have actually asked the staff here in this day to pack a half a kilo, and can I buy wafers from here? Because,
This is before you went on the diet.
I'm not on a diet, man.
He's on a diet. It's a big hypocrisy. अभी हिंदी में hypocrisy क्या होता है? I have to expose you.
So
this is you say
peanuts, wafers,
The
chakli,
peanuts.
standard,
chakli.
and this is boiled chana. Very healthy to eat, boiled chana, which is like another staple for Mumbai drunkards in the night. I don't know if they do it right now also, but this is like, you want to try some, Cyrus?
Of course. I like the mirchi. You put more
That is
mirchi
chaat
going.
masala, that's not mirchi.
Mirchi chaat masala. What's the difference, man? What is you got a food
You ask
show
your
going?
daughter, she'll tell you what is it. And it absorbs all the alcohol so you can drink more.
Oh, is it? Is that true or are you just making it up?
I don't know, I made it up.
Yeah, I think so.
Cyrus, so what's your earliest memory of this place, Grand Center?
Oh, I came here when we were doing Godspell. So I was 17 underage. And in those days, we came here and I was exposed first time to all this. Because, we never had an idea about all this lovely thing. And a lot of people used to drink in the theatre and all that. So they would have I didn't drink at that time. And all this for the first time and somebody else paid the bills. It was great.
So I think I met you when you turned 21.
1990.
1991.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
turned 21 or 20 or 21.
Yeah. Stop aging me, I'll age you. Huh? You were born when Hey Jude was number one, Beatles song, 1964. Do the maths. Then, Salah.
And there were no fancy places that you could actually, as a young drinker, as a young teenager, when you wanted to go out for a drink, where could you go? There weren't that many
Let's
places.
tell them. The advertising crowd, which was a hip crowd in the 80s and 90s, used to come to Grand Center.
Yeah.
Golden Crown,
Correct.
Chicken Center.
Especially for the South Mumbai, Kulaba to
for the
South Mumbai
N2
area.
cutlets in the 80s
From
and
this
90s.
area. And the other thing is that our table, the drinks, now these are all colorful, nice looking drinks, but our standard order was vodka.
Yeah, ours, let's
with
put it this
Coke.
way, slightly more
With thumbs up.
heterosexual drinks.
Water.
No disrespect to this one and that one. But
It looked more like this.
What we call Rangeen drinks. Yeah, it was all like that.
It was all vodka
And the steel
with
goblets.
thumbs
I love the steel goblets. It reminded me of being in Rome or something. So this is the screwdriver which you couldn't afford.
Yeah.
Vodka with orange.
up. Yeah. That's a Blue Lagoon. Okay. Let's have a sip.
You're supposed to say
And
cheers.
stop using a straw.
Cheers and tables.
Cyrus used a straw in all his alcohol since he was his 90s.
I like to use straws.
Because his cavities used to pain otherwise.
It's true. Quite the macho man.
We will not discuss which cavity though.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. See how sweetly he feeds me. He's 11 to 14 years older than me. Now with makeup, he looks only 12. And so I have to tell you, he did pay for everything. It was his car. He would park the car himself. We would drive.
I would drive myself, park my car myself.
And
Could find parking in this crowded area.
correct. And I don't want to say this is true. Let's pretend this is not true. But we used to, there's a scene in Amitabh Bachchan's movie Sharabi, where basically there's a bar in the car.
Yeah.
We used to call it bar in the car technology. Not that we did it. But
He did it, Cyrus. It was allowed.
In our
If
fantasies.
People look the other way.
then what else? So there were girls. That was important. Young men going out in the night, lots of young girls. And how come you never had a girl? Why was there never any girls?
Because article, what did you say? It was you and me, Cyrus. There was no need for girls.
Picture of Romeo and Juliet at Grand Center, circa 1994. Now we are going to the next place.
Chicken Center, right
Chicken
down
Center.
the road. Adda.
Soon we will reach the birthplace of alcohol
For us.
for us. Chicken
Years and
Center.
years of having drunk in this place.
Nearly lost one cameraman. Don't drink and shoot. Remember that.
This is like the area.
Yeah.
Our Adda, I live down
And
this
this walk
road.
we've done a lot of times.
Yeah.
We'll go from one to the other.
We park
You
the
could
car over
there,
there.
Yeah.
In the days when you could park anywhere.
Oh, watch it.
Now this is
And remember this very difficult steps. Where the steps one?
this step. See, so in the old days,
It was this side.
you entered and the steps went
Yeah,
up from here. Then they renovated the place and the steps now go up from here.
And we remember we are knowing a relationship is going back to 1990 something.
Yeah.
I don't remember which
92,
year.
93.
Yeah. And he was a young boy, just small.
And we are still young boys.
We used to make him sit outside. Come on.
So let's go up. This staircase, after several drinks, is the most treacherous thing to encounter.
And don't forget, walking down is much
Yeah.
tougher. People don't know this.
Correct.
Walking down twice as hard when you're inebriated than walking
After
up.
several drinks, yes.
And the amazing fact, I have fallen. I was much lighter than Kunal in those days, and he was much heavier actually. But I have fallen a couple of times, and he has never fallen.
So you come here, I want to show you something. Huh?
The glass here.
Board came several years later. There was a time when it was not an offense, and this room was just full of smoke. अरे एक मिनट हाँ ये खोल देना किसी को. Just open this, please.
Kunal's demands have started, just like old days, Friday night with Kunal. Already shouting and screaming for his.
So Cyrus, this is the
Service.
perfect, this is the identical setup that we would have on any Friday night in the 90s drinking at Chicken Center.
And above all, what is the key point of this is we always were alone. There were no chicks.
That is true. That is true.
Okay, can I tell them the idea behind our drinking?
Please.
So Kunal used to have this lovely house in Beach Candy where he first lived, and we used to drink there. It had a dark room and it was really small, like a jail cell. And we used to just knock back our drinks, and from there we go to Bombay Gym, where I could sign because I never had money, and then hopefully Dad would pay at the end of the month. And from there we'd go to a really upmarket bar and look at girls. But this was very important because once his house went, as in Dad moved from the job, we moved here because we didn't have that house in Beach Candy. And this became our home drinking.
So I'd come from Boli, Pravadevi over here. Cyrus would come from Hanging Garden here,
Yeah.
and this would be our center focal
Yeah.
meeting point.
Wow.
And
It's amazing that we didn't have sex. It's just because we were like clockwork. It was amazing.
correct.
We were like,
And the order was exactly this. There was always vodka.
no, but tell them how we didn't have to order. That's the best
We
part.
didn't have to order. We never ordered because the food, they just knew.
We just sat.
Exactly.
I don't want to show off. We would just sit, and everybody knew us. And again, I don't want to show off, but it's the truth.
There we go.
Yeah.
As usual, I don't have the strength. Cyrus, can you open this? It's open now.
If it wasn't a gay show, it is now. Ganesh, आप भी पी लो. Come on, yaar. Kunal, anyone who knows him, the waiter or the staff will put the ice first, fill the ice, and then the liquid comes in. That would be how you know it's his glass. Nobody in Chicken Center would have that much ice. They would ration their for the
And
rest.
Cyrus would,
I'd have a straw. So our two glasses are distinct.
weight issues,
Yeah.
would only use Diet Coke. But the key is, can Cyrus open a can of Diet Coke? Just see. Can you open a can? Oh, not bad. He's learned. He's learned how to.
I use my middle finger a lot these days, Kunal, to scratch
Don't
my
you want to make a drink, Cyrus?
Yeah.
It's like literally saying that we're going to have a few drinks and then go drinking.
But we never had 2 or 3 large. It's always 5 at least. So please, I don't want to brag and you shouldn't drink and all that.
For
but-
old time's sake, Cyrus, cheers.
Cheers and tables. Excellent. But the good thing is, when we look back to our Friday nights, and it was therapeutic for us because we'd be thinking, ki, Friday we're going to do this, and once we come here, we would just relax. We'd be like, we're with our therapist, and the guys would organize the drinks, no talking. We just have to go like.
And also, for what it's worth, this is a great time to talk about work, talk about life, to bitch about people. Yes, true.
Then after 3 drinks, I start looking for women.
And make career
And,
plans.
that, you know how that turns out. I find them. But Chicken was our first place, and it was the place where we really sort of bonded. And we had common enemies, which is mostly everyone we knew. And we'd have long conversations here. And our best conversations were 2 of us were here. We'd be really confident by the time we leave here. Try to make eye contact with every female we can find. I mean, like every female. Because the next day the boys will tell us.
How many girls did you take home last night,
How many
man?
girls? Lady was like 71 years old. You were dancing with her, and there was just no.
But I was the master of dancing with old ladies.
You were.
I danced with old ladies because only the old ladies knew the steps that I knew.
Before he's a Masnad boy, so the culture there is the Anglo-Indian sort of culture that we grew up with. So there's all the foxtrot and the Charleston and all the 60s dances properly. So it was a big hit with the elderly, the senior females, because they suddenly found a man. All of us do the Indian male dance. Now. All that nonsense where all men stand together and stare at women. So Kunal would be that guy who would be like, "Hello, auntie." Kunal calling someone auntie. That's how years have passed. And then they would do all this jiving, foxtrot and all that. Kunal was a nifty dancer.
Even when you're showing the step, you're still doing this step only. Okay, this is the same step.
I'm a
you're
boy
doing.
from Gurgaon.
I think like it used to happen in the old days, we would knock back 5-6 drinks here and head to the next place, which is what we should do right now also. Let's go. Here, cheers, Cyrus.
Cheers, Kunal.
Good old days.
Really.
We are reaching Ghetto, but
Yes.
we are passing Kunal's favorite fruit wala. Kunal's diet is basically fruit. Only fruit and ultimately fruit. In fact, so much so that he now looks like a fruit, right?
Which one?
Porcupine.
Okay, so this is Ghetto Cyrus.
I was amongst the first to come here and be thrown out.
Because we were 2 men coming in. There were only couples. Stags.
I
Only
was
couples
still
were
last year
around.
of college. Kunal was
A little
10th
older.
Last year of college because of
Little older.
studies.
Yeah.
But shall we go inside?
So let's go inside, and once you go inside, you realize you have to adjust your eyes a little bit when you go inside. Come. There are certain things which are iconic about the ghetto. One is the decor, this psychedelic sort of walls lit with UV lights, creating an atmosphere, dark as hell.
Rock music in the background, the low lighting ambience, which helps ugly Indian men like me and Kunal. Because the women can't see us. So we can say hello to them, they still think we're decent and all that, right? So we almost got lucky.
I always wondered how we managed at all, and this is the secret. Very interesting. Also, Cyrus's favorite place because free popcorn always came to the table. Free anything, Cyrus is very happy. Correct, Cyrus?
And Bank of Vijayakar was also there, so I didn't have to worry. Yeah.
Okay, now something that we've really never done at Ghetto before is actually sat down and eaten a meal.
Yeah, and we're discussing this also. They have a famous restaurant up, right? The up part, food court. So that was always, even in the 80s, it was a famous place to
It
eat
was.
food.
The butter chicken was fantastic. It probably still is, but I've not eaten there for a long time. And I remember a couple of occasions on after getting really hammered over here and staggering out, very, very hungry, we have gone up and eaten. You don't remember?
I don't remember.
You don't remember how the things that happened over there?
I only remember you used to be a young girl and I was dating you and now you're this horrible person. That I do remember. And I blame you, Ghetto, for that.
So we get some
Oh,
food
and the
out.
snooker tables. That's also, although that's very American, Or
But
pool
they were-
table.
they were
Pool, let's
always
call it
very-
pool tables. They're pool tables, those size, huh?
The very distinct areas inside Ghetto. There was always one on the
There
bar.
was
There were,
serious matches being played by some guys.
now the really popular area was
Ravi's
the
getting
loo,
angry
which
there.
is iconic little tiny loo.
Yeah.
And then the seating area over here.
Could I tell them how you went in the girls' loo once?
But I don't want to tell them the secrets of mine. But the loo was quite iconic, I must confess. And the most coveted place to sit at the bar with this pillar
Yeah.
to lean
Oh, yeah, I'll
on.
explain. That's the backrest issue. This is a huge issue with me and Kunal. Drunk or not, we both wanted this one or that one, where basically you put your back against the pillar. And today, the moment we entered, I went and took the seat while he was busy.
Which
trying to get the seat
is
started.
my seat.
Yeah.
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 Where I could sit, lean back and sit in peacefully.
As we aged, we needed two pillars. Yeah.
So we didn't have to be sitting back to back there.
Hey, tell them about all the writing on the walls.
Yes, and there is graffiti on the wall, you will notice. I cannot remember ever writing anything on this wall because I was in no state to do that, but it's just so nice. If you actually bother to go and read, you will see lovers' names with hearts in the middle, broken hearts, bad words, politically incorrect stuff, anti-politic stuff. So it's
And
all
your,
out
your
there.
name with other people's wives. And all over the place.
You
That
don't have to
wall
bring that up,
especially. I
sir.
know,
You don't have to
shouldn't
bring
do
that. Let's order the food.
This is Kung Pao chicken made in Beijing at the time when India-China relations were good and served now, but it's very good. Again, South Mumbai product.
I love this sort of Indianized Chinese, which is just so. I'm going to do.
I like mixing French fries with it, by the way.
I've tried. It's really nice.
I can't have tomato ketchup. I've got a glucose sugar problem. So if you want to kill me on camera, I'll do it.
Try now. Let's
What,
see. if it
what would
does.
you like?
We'll see if
Would you like to see death on camera? What should we do? Make a
Let's see
decision.
now what happens about to you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is our last message because Kunal insists we do this. So have a good life and keep watching Khane Mein Kya Hai. And remember to be an into cutlet.
He cheated. He didn't dip. He didn't dip.
I'm dead.
Wait, there's one more dish. Then you can die after that.
I can keep dying.
So this is now, Cyrus, this is a dish that they were famous for.
Yeah.
Chicken a la Kiev.
But the chicken looks very small compared to the meat here.
Chalo, Cyrus, go for it.
Yeah.
Vegetables you want?
Let me think. No, ever. I'm anti-vegetables. I've written a report, it's going to come out in a book. Vegetables have no place in your diet.
Good for you. So,
Kunal now has started eating a lot of vegetables because of his health issues. So he's pretending that he likes them. He doesn't want to feel bad about himself. But deep down,
I like vegetables.
throughout the 90s, he never touched a vegetable in his life. And he would scream at people who put green stuff on the table.
And I have to say one more thing is that
These are
Cyrus
food
has...
racist.
Cyrus
These are
has-
like green. Food racist.
Okay, Cyrus, thank you very much.
That's it.
Bus.
You wasted my time. You did nothing. You said nothing. This whole it was a waste of time.
You want to go on? We can go on for half an hour more.
But have some substance
have
in the
no
show.
problem.
Show में कुछ होना चाहिए. Some profound thought, some soch vichar, some philosophy, some
Profound
reason.
thought.
What do we get out of this show, bro? I am very disappointed. I want my money back. Oh, that's right. It's free.
Profound thought is that we have attempted to revisit the days of the 90s. I don't know if we succeeded, but I think we've gone to places that we hold quite dear to our hearts, close to our hearts. Also, so as we say on most episodes, if you like the episode, please share.
You know, I'm going to make this.
What do we say?
I really want to make this episode really rock. Take out the audio. Audio wasn't good. Take out the audio. Have no speech. Just show visuals of the food and us sitting.
For all those who wanted Cyrus on this show, I hope you don't want it for another 2 years.
All those. There are 3 people.
No, strangely, lots of people say, when are you getting Cyrus on the show? When are you getting Cyrus on the show? When are you getting Cyrus on the show?
Mom, will you stop doing this? Yeah, leave this guy. Don't stop harassing him.
So,
There should be some standard. Guys,
so
some
ये
standard. ना?
थे हम और ये था साइरस और ये थे हमारे पुराने जगह जहाँ हम
और ये
जाते
है
हैं।
प्रकृति, एक नया लैंग्वेज जो रीडिस्कवर किया हमने.
प्रकृति हिंदी से पहली थी.
Exactly. So great to have this knowledgeable adhyapak with us, who's giving us more on Prakriti.
Why अध्यापक? Why couldn't have been a poet or a
Well,
songster?
you're lucky I say pha. Because otherwise,
Please,
I'd tell you adhya.
सो आते रहिए, खाते रहिए और पूछते रहिए कि खाने में क्या है.
साइरस एंड कुणाल आपका 2016 का एक बिल पेंडिंग है.
2016 का बिल पेंडिंग है.
वॉलेट टेक आउट ए वॉलेट.
सर वो देगा पैसा. मेरे को पार्किंग नहीं मिलता तो मैं जाएगा अभी.
I think in every place that we've gone in, you've mentioned that I always paid the bill.
I don't lie. Why lie? You
Correct.
have paid a lot and you've been a very good friend. And now when you're aging and you need to be put in an old person's home, I'm the one who's going to do it. I'm going to make sure that they take care of you. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm very touched with this. Oh God.
Fights would happen all the time, but Kunal was never involved. He was busy trying to
I'm a
finish his
pacifist.
soup.
I'm a pacifist. I concentrate on my food. I don't fight. I'm going to pee as I would.
Okay. Can we shoot that?
Yeah, you can shoot that.